Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well, and I hope things are, quite good for you. At the moment, I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm not going to give up my afternoon. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Stacey. Right, we'll have a look. So, Danielle, we'll come to you first. Danielle, you've got expand your views, and that is seeing where you're going. Hi, Carla. It says, take off the blinkers and start looking at the bigger picture of your life. Open your mind to new ideas, suggestions, and learnings. You may even surprise yourself with what's out there. Hi, everybody who's just joined. I'll try and get as many of you done as I can. But at the moment, I'm talking to Danielle G. So, Danielle, if you could understand this, this is like opening the door. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Amy Louise. Can you see? It's like the door's opening and we want you to go through that door and find you again. It's like waiting for challenges to change. But I know that you need quite a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world. Okay. I have a lady here with you, and this lady, she's got fingers crossed like that. So are you doing something? Oh, yeah, looking at that, the bigger picture, you need to. But this lady, she's got her fingers crossed like this, and she's saying to you, go with it, go with it. So whatever you've got to do, the lady's telling you, hi, hanging with Bishop, should I say, and Aline, and also Stephen. Right. What I'm seeing with you, with this lady, is it's either your mum or your grandma. Danielle, she's got her fingers crossed. So you've got a situation around you at the moment where you need a bit of luck. But the luck that you have is coming from within. Maybe it's a job offer. Maybe it's something else. But whatever, her fingers are crossed for you. And she's saying it will happen. I'm given Alice. I've just been given also the name of Mary. And I've just been given also Avril. So family, friends, I don't know. But I have brought you a big wheel of Edam cheese. Maybe it is a memory, but I can see the red coating of the Edam. Maybe, sorry, maybe you're on a diet and they're giving you that mild cheese to help you. But I know by taking off the blinkers and finding you again, you'll find the true you. But I know the love comes to you from the spirit world. This lady's about 5'4". She's very much a strong lady. She knew what she wanted to do with life. And I don't know, but she just had her fingers crossed for you. She feels as though she struggled in life, but she's telling me now that you are getting better at what you see and what you do. She's saying about opening your connection to possibilities. I know as I'm talking to her, she's saying here that I have to bring you some beautiful bluebells. So there's healing needed around you. So the bluebells to me mean healing. I'm shown here a carton of eggs to go with your cheese. So maybe cheese omelette, but I don't know. Whatever you are wanting or wanted to do, it will happen in the next 3 months, because that is what she's saying, 3 months. I also have a gentleman with you. This gentleman is about 5'9". I feel he was in the army. He loved to be in his garden because he's just shown me digging up potatoes. Yeah, small. That's what I got, was small. I thought about 5'3", 5'4". But I know this lady is very much with you, and she just said about it being in charge and knowing you. But the gentleman with her is a gardener, and he's just dug up new potatoes, and he said that she absolutely loved new potatoes. So I feel you do as well. Have you got a problem with your eye at the minute? Because I've got a problem with mine, but they've just put that onto me again. So I know there's something happening around you, Danielle. I'm given David, I'm given Bill, and I've just been given also the name of Sam. So take the love that's being given to you, the lovely bluebells, and can I say thank you for working with me? Thank you. Right, can I come to Stacey, please? Stacey F. Stacey, I am choosing you one of my animal comfort cards. These were made special for me. So let's see what guidance we're going to get for you, shall we? Oh, you've got the brown horse, just a miniature horse, look. And it says, courage. Face those fears, for nothing is as big as it seems. Obstacles are only put there to climb over. Find the courage within to help dispel those fears. Remember all the things you do with courage and confidence. So they're giving you confidence as well as the courage. And they're showing you that the horse, because they're small and they are the ones, you know, that are smaller than the big horses, they've got the courage to carry on. And they spend so much time outdoors, and they often, through all weathers, they're always there. I know there's a lot going on with you, sweetheart. And I know what you're being told is stay strong, find you, show you that you are important in this life. You have to find a circle that can help you. I'm shown a pond and somebody fishing in the pond. So it's either coarse fishing or somebody that just love to. But I know this gentleman I have with you is either your dad or your granddad. He had problems with his tummy before he went to the spirit world. I'm feeling a tightness around my tummy. I know that he gives me Paul, and I'm also given as well John, and I want to give you William. He's saying here, show your strength, show you are ready to take that next step, which is forward, Stacey. Get yourself into a circle. Know at the end of the day, the circle will help you to get where you need to be. Patience, he said, patience. He's just picked you some daffodils, and he said about the daffodils, and they are for gut feeling. And I know as I give you this, he is saying, always go with your gut feeling. If you don't think it's right, then it's not right. He said he always used to say to you, never ever take things as being dead on. He said, know that you are ready for the next step. I'm given a lady now, and this lady, she comes forward. She's got like a big melon in her hands, and it's one of those watermelons. And I can see her cutting it up into portions. And I feel she used to often make it for pudding. But she also had a piece for the dog. And she is holding this piece of watermelon for the dog. And the dog's absolutely loving it. I can see it chewing away on this. She's telling you to take things in your stride. Stop worrying about has-beens. Take it on board who you are. I'm given the name of Moira, I'm given also the name of, I think she said Winnie. And I'm also seeing Jean as well. So I know those names, Moira, Jean, and Winnie. Don't take too many things to heart. Trust in your own intuition. Find you. And take those lovely daffodils for your solar plexus and also for your gut feeling. So always go with your gut feeling. So thank you for working with me. There you go, sweetheart. So thank you for confirming that for me. I'm going to leave that with you and can I say thank you for working with me. Carla Hicks Cronin, are you still here? Right, Carla, let's choose you a card. I'm just shuffling them for you. I'll go to whoever I can at the moment, sweethearts. But I've only got an hour, and this hour I'll try and get as many as I can. Right, Carla, you've got moon shifts. Can you see the moon? It's the full moon, and it's a red moon. And I call that the moon for the, it's like the wolf moon. The moon pulls the oceans and seas. It also pulls upon your emotions. Familiarize yourself with the lunar cycle and the effect it has on you. Perhaps the highs and lows that you keep experiencing are all to do with the moon that watches over us. And I feel that this is quite a lot going on at the moment. I see the full moon. I see that you are strong in mind and strong in body, but sometimes you don't always trust in your own inspiration or your own emotions. I see a stag standing on a hill. Well, the stag means to me strength, Scottish connections, but I just know that I just need that for you. I have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman, he was in either the Navy or it was something to do with the sea, because I can see him standing by the seashore. I see Southampton and I see the docks in Southampton, and I see Drake, the big, the big statue of Drake. But I know as I'm talking to him, he was very much a gentleman that loved you to pieces. He's saying here, he had a good life, and he said he was very pleased with the outcome. He doesn't tell me whether he's adopted or not. He's just telling me that he loved you to pieces and that there was a lot going on in your life where you feel that you just need clarification. He's saying here, Carla, that you have got a strong mind and you should use that mind. Take it to the higher level. Find your gene, your genes, find where you come from. Really take it on board, because it'll tell you when you start to search whether he was adopted. But he loved your family, and he was also, he's just brought you some Smarties. So you understand why he would bring you Smarties. Sweetheart, I'm given Bill. I'm given Samuel. And I've just been given also the name of John. So I know they're connected around you. And you keep on with your family history, is saying you will find where you came from. There's a lady here now with you, and she's down on her hands and knees in the garden. She's weeding and she's planting. I feel she loved her garden. She's showing me roses. She loved her roses. And I feel this is a granddad and a grandma together. There's also a little white dog with them. And this little dog is chewing on a bone. There is a lot of flowers in this garden, but the main ones I'm seeing are the roses. I'm seeing the red rose, I see the yellow rose, I see an orange rose. But when we look at the roses, each one has a different meaning. But I want to give you the yellow rose perfectly, because the yellow rose means to me that is going with your gut feeling. Always find yourself. I know probably you'll have a few problems with finding your family history, because I had problems because my father came from Canada and I couldn't find him when I went to Canada because I didn't have this there. I am given Annie, I am given June, and I'm given Margaret. Oh, and also Peggy. So they're all connected around this lady. But she said, put your back into it, find you, and you will get there. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay, sweetheart. So thank you. Right. Amy Louise, please. I'll see what I can do, Carol. I can't promise. I have to go where I'm drawn to at the minute. Amy Louise, are you still here? Amy Louise? If you don't tell me you're still here, then I'm going to have to go to somebody else. Right, Christine Marias then, please. Christine, you have got the vibration, a vibrant energy, and it is the brown horse. Look at this lovely blaze. And that's for strength. And it says, draw on the cosmic energies to revitalize and recharge your batteries. You'll have to go second then now, Amy, because you didn't answer me straight away. So I'm talking to Christine at the moment, Christine Marias, and then I'll come to you, Amy. Okay. Are you feeling a bit under the weather, Christine? Do you know how far you've come? Did you enjoy your holiday? Everything seems to go into one square, and it's saying about your energy and not knowing where you are at the minute. I know there's a lot going there for you, but I do know you need that inner strength. Christine, there is so much love coming to you from the spirit world. And I have a lady here with you, and this lady brings you some beautiful snowdrops. And the snowdrops are for love, and they're also for new beginnings. I know there's a lot going with you, sweetheart, but you have to start to be yourself again. The lady with you has given me Pauline, and she's also just given me the name of Ruby. But I want to give you a ruby ring as well. So this was given from the lady in the spirit world. Christine, are you going to answer to me, please? Okay. I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, I feel as though you need to find you again. It's like opening the doors to past, present, and future. It's like I see a crystal ball, and that crystal ball doesn't always show you the true meaning of life. I know you have the health issues, as do I. But I know at the end of the day, the healing comes from the spirit within. And the spirit within will help you. Now, I've had a headache all day, but Spirit have taken that away while I'm working. So I thank Spirit for that. So you should ask Spirit for the helping hand, sweetheart. I'm shown a big brown bear, and the big brown bear is for energy. And I feel this is your totem, your animal totem, the brown bear. Christine, the lady with you is very much a mother figure. And she's just brought you some beautiful irises. Well, the irises to me is meaning for spring, and it's also, again, for your spiritual pathway. Do you know about the ruby ring? Because that was what I was given, a ruby ring. I heard the song, God Be With You Till We Meet Again. And I know this lady is very much getting back to basics. Gentleman with you gives me the name of Samuel. And he's also just given me John. He said, be yourself, sweetheart. Don't let others put you back. You've learned quite a lot as you've been going. I know with you, sweetheart, that he says, never ever stop looking for yourself. Sweetheart, as he's saying to me, I feel a dad or your granddad. And I know as you've got the irises, he also wants to give you some lovely bluebells for your healing. But he's saying, take time, sweetheart. Know yourself and show others that you are important. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Amy Louise, now, please. There you go, Amy. Let's get you... Oh, you've got build a bonfire. So have you got lots of stuff to do? Have you got things to sort out? Things that you don't want other people to see? But this is the bonfire. It's getting rid of the past. It says time to have a bonfire to cleanse the past. Maybe time to write and burn. Let the past go so that you can move forward into a clear new space. And I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, this bonfire is quite big. So I know I can see too. So you've got lots of issues to get rid of. Once you can get rid of all those issues, then you can find who you are again. I see with you a blackbird. The blackbird is for health and help and healing, because that blackbird always has that beautiful song in the morning. And I know as I'm talking to you, Amy, I just want you, just for a few moments, just to say to yourself, I don't need the rubbish in my life. I don't need others to tell me what to do. I need to find me. Take that key, lock the door, and find myself again. I know with you, sweetheart, I have a lady. And this lady, as she comes forward, mother, grandmother, a lady that loved to bake. She said, pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. And I feel she would have sang that to you, especially when you were sitting in her kitchen and you'd be drawing and she'd be baking. She even allowed you to bake sometimes. She's saying about knowing who you are. She shows me a pine tree, and the pine tree has lots of the little acorn things that are on the pine tree. And she said about new beginnings. So once they start to come out and open, it's like the seeds of change for you. I'm hearing Polly put the kettle on. Polly put the kettle on. So I know this lady, she would often do little verses for you when you was around her. She's saying here, your strength is in who you are, Amy. I know there's so much going with you. There's a lot of things happening around you at the moment, but it's like you seem to have forgotten a bit. I'm given Sandra, Margaret, and Peggy. So I know they're around you. This lady, she's so lovely. And I can see the big grin on her face as she's talking to you. Bye, Patrick. Take care, sweetheart. I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, she is very much telling you how much she loves you. We have a gentleman also with you. This gentleman is about 5'9". He's very much a gentleman that loves water. I can see him looking at water. He's showing me walking out towards the river. And I know this lady, they take quite a lot. And I know it is the things that are happening around you that is making you stronger. He gives me Tom. He gives me John. And he's just given me William. So I know they're connected around you. He's taking that walk. And I feel often you would have walked with him. And he's showing you the ducks on the pond. I know there's a lot going on with you, sweetheart. You just need to remember who you are. I am given bluebells for you, sweetheart. And the bluebells are specially for your healing. So take the love that's being given to you, sweetheart, and take care. Thank you for working with me. Can I come to Alan, Kira, Clara, Maria Wilberg? It's a long name, isn't it? Alan. Aileen. Okay, let's choose you a card, Aileen. You've put question marks there. Are you listening? Okay. You've got the white horse, look, the grey horse. It's more like a whitey grey. But you've got this one and it says kindness. Sometimes we have to be open to allow our friends to help us. Appreciate those acts of kindness and receive them with grace. I hope you all like these cards because I had these made especially for me 20 years ago. I don't use them very often, but today I felt I had to. But is it Aileen? Aileen, I know this lady who I have with you is showing me a crossroads in your life. And this crossroads is to take the right decision. You can't always see head on what you want to do. But I know this lady is either your mom or your grandma. She's telling me here that you are strong and you are ready to take that next step. And she said she loves you to pieces. She's saying about knowledge. The knowledge comes in here. But she's saying to you, sweetheart, that you have to start from scratch. Find yourself. Once you've found yourself, then you know you're on the right track. I am given Maria. I am given also the name of Jean. And I also want to give you Eileen. Eileen. Oh, Eileen. Okay. They've just given me Eileen. So you must understand Eileen as well. You very much love nature, I'm being told. And when you see nature, you see things that only others can see. She's very much a lady that loved you to pieces. She's showing me her garden, and I can see tulips and daffodils, and also I see as well some lovely, lovely white roses. And the white roses mean also for me, always. I feel knowledge with you about learning. So maybe you've got a course to do, or you've got to do something to expand your brain. But this is what I want to say to you. So Eileen, as I talk to you, sweetheart, I have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman is about 5'10". He's quite tall, actually. And I feel he was in the forces. I want to say maybe he was in the army. He loved to be outside. He loved to do things his own way. And he's telling me about loving yourself for who you are. I know there's a lot of pressure around you at the moment. And this pressure comes because of worrying about yourself. I know with you, sweetheart, he's telling me that you have always done things your own way. And he said he's very pleased that you are carrying on the traditions. Right, sweetheart, I am given some lovely pink roses for you. And the pink roses mean mother love. And they also mean as well, they mean family. I'm given Tom or Thomas. I'm given David and John. Okay, sweetheart. But I want to say to you, your granddad is your great granddad is your mentor. So once you start to go into circles and learning, he is your guide. He looks after you. So take that on board. And can I say thank you for working with me? Right. Who else is on here? Let's see. I am Lulu. Can I come to you? I am Lulu. Are you still here? I am Lulu. I am Lulu. Are you still here? Okay. Right. If you're not here, Lulu, let's find someone else who I'm drawn to. I am Lulu. Oh, all right, sweetheart. Right, I'm talking to I am Lulu. And then I'd like to come, if I can, to Claire Plummer. She'll be next. But at the moment, I am Lulu. Okay, sweetheart. Oh, you've got those lovely Shetland ponies, look. And they're lovely. And it means contentment. Contentment, like happiness, comes from the inside. Know that you have all you need: food, shelter, warmth, and companionship. As you begin to acknowledge this, feel the warm inner glow begin to spread, to warm your heart, so that you can be at peace with yourself. Now that is nice, that. But I feel with you, I want to lift you up a bit. It's like I'm down in the dumps at the minute and I want to lift you up. I feel just an inner conflab with you, Maybe you're talking to yourself and not finding yourself. But I feel with you, Lulu, you have to start to believe that you can do things in your own way. I know with you, sweetheart, that there is a confrontation with self, but you have to learn to say to self, I am ready to move forward. I can leave the past behind. And I feel you don't feel who you are at the minute. It's like standing in the middle of a bog and not able to remove yourself out this bog. But I know at the end of the day, the spirit world will help you to find you. I also have with you a lady, and this lady's small, and I mean small. She loved autumn because she's showing me the trees, and they are that golden red and yellow, and also it is so pretty. Oh, you're struggling with yourself. I need you to find a circle or a mentor that can help you to progress. I feel with you that I need to put you all in a big ball and use that energy to get you back on track. I know as I'm talking to you with this lady, she is very much a lady that was strong-willed herself. But she's saying here, find yourself somewhere where you can expand your feelings. This is what she's saying. Expansion is the word. I feel this lady passed with stomach cancer. I want to say Pearl. I want to say also Margaret. And I want to give you also Jean. Lou, there is a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world. But you do need someone that can help you to progress fully. There's lots of different circles you can join, but maybe you need a teaching circle. Matt Grogan runs a teaching circle, so maybe you can find him. That's what I felt was the tummy, around the tummy area. It's your mum, is it, lovey? She's just brought you some beautiful, beautiful daffodils for spring. And that beautiful yellow means your solar plexus, and always go with your gut feeling. She loved you to bits, and I can feel her tears. She said, let go. Show yourself you're ready to move forward. She's on about a watch. Do you have a watch that belonged to her? She's just showing me this watch, so I don't know whether it was hers or it belonged to somebody else in the family. But I know that watch is there with her. There's also a gentleman with you. This gentleman is either your dad or your granddad. He was a gentleman that loved sports. So whether he loved golf or loved to watch them on the telly, but I know that this gentleman, he just loved sports. Whether it was football, whether it was tennis, whether it was golf, I just feel that he just liked to do things. I'm given the name of Patrick. I'm also given the name of William, maybe known as Bill or Billy. And I want to give you David as well. Something about tonsils. Who had the tonsils out and couldn't talk for a while? Because I've just been given tonsils. Then, I don't know, sweetheart. He's just showing me a television screen and he's showing me watching sports. I don't want to say he played it. I want to say that he watched it. I knew somebody liked sports because he's brought it. So he watches over you. And he said, I have to give you the wolf. So the wolf is your animal totem. And the wolf is strong and ready for the next step. So take that lovely wolf. And I want to give you some pink tulips from your mum. And she's saying, I love you. So here you go, sweetheart. Lots of love coming to you from the spirit world. And take it all on board. You are being listened to. Okay? So thank you for working with me. I want to come to Julia Clare, please. Julia, you've got the spider's web and connections. Can you see that, look? The lovely... It says, today a connection is being made. Maybe it's a word or phase, or a new person or a situation to meet. Some connections are strong and others just happen, but they all might have a purpose. Nothing happens by chance. They're part of life's lessons. And I feel with you, sweetheart, that I need to put you in a different direction. Julia, I'm feeling sick with you at the moment. Are you feeling a bit unwell? Because I know I was drawn to you, but it was like I wanted to give you the healing. I know with you, sweetheart, there's a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world, but I'm still feeling a little bit sick with you. So I'm sending you some healing. I'm shown a new carpet being laid. So I don't know whether you are having a new carpet or you've been thinking about a new carpet, because the lady who is with you, she's given me the name of Iris, and she's also just given me the name of Joan, and she's just given me also the name of Dorothy. So I know those names are around you. She's saying to you, Julia, she comes around you to give you support. So support is needed today. She says every picture tells a story. Every story has an ending. Every ending has a beginning. So I feel it's like the spider's web. It's continuous. It keeps going round and round and round. And it's such a pretty one when it's had some frost on it. Maybe you don't like spiders, but the web's there for connection. And the lady who is with you is bringing you the connections. She's saying about knowing who you are, sweetheart. And she's saying about taking time for you. Okay. She's just given me a packet of, you know, those chocolate fingers, Cadbury's chocolate fingers. She's just brought you a packet of those. So maybe that was a little treat for you. And she's brought you some jelly babies as well. So you always had a few little sweets and things from her, she's telling me. It's mum or grandma. There's also a gentleman with you. A few whiskers here. I feel he didn't always get shaved until he really needed to. He's saying about he loved to read, and I feel you love to read as well. Julia, he's saying to you, time to take a break. He gives me Robert. He also gives me as well Richard. And he's just given me John. So I know they're connected around you. I just heard the wheels on the bus go round and round. And I feel this is a memory that things are going around you at such a speed you don't know where you are next. I'm giving you some bluebells from the spirit world, and the bluebells mean to me for healing. So take that healing touch from the spirit world and find you again. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you. And can I say the gentleman in the spirit world has just made sure that you're all right. And his name is Uncle John. He said, just let you know that he's all right. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, Carol Cahill, please. Come on, Carol. Let's get you a card. So, Carol, you've got the rose. And as you look at it, look, it says, she is beautiful. So are you. Find the beautiful you inside yourself. Admire, love, and cherish her. Honor her uniqueness that is perfect in its perfection. So it's telling you to love yourself for who you are. Don't let others say you're not beautiful, because you are beautiful. As this beautiful rose is, it's beautiful and it looks after you. There is a strength with you at the moment where you need to find you again. It's like you're in the middle of turmoil and you are at risk with yourself. But I want you to start to believe that you can do it again, Carol. Carol, you are a beautiful spirit and you should love yourself for who you are. I have a lady with you, and this lady's about 5'2". She's very, very much a lady that was petite, very much a lady that loved the world. She loved people. She loved to be in the garden. She loved to also be cooking. She's just made you some liver and onions, and I can see her. She's got the tin in the oven and she's got it covered, so everything is cooked to perfection. She's also showing me a lamb leg. So she loved lamb. So I think it was lamb's liver she was cooking as well. She said, everything is perfect when you want it. Everything is right when you need it. I'm given the names of Amanda. I'm given Jean, and I've just been given Peggy. So I know those names are around you and the lady who is with you. She just said, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. So I feel she was very much a lady that went on things that she learned when she was a child. Carol, I want to give you also the gentleman, and the gentleman is husband, father, or brother. The gentleman gives me the name of Ralph. He's just given me also the name of Bill, and he's just given me Brian as well. So I know they're connected there with you. He said, you need some courage, and that courage comes from within. He also brings you a selection box, and I feel you always got a selection box at Christmas. And sometimes you've got a licorice selection box because I can see the licorice wheels. I know he's very much a father, grandfather, or it could be a husband, but I know he comes to bring you love. And he said about the scales and balance, you have to find you again. He said, precious memories. And he's just said, I have to give you some lupins. And lupins mean to me spreading the seeds. Take that love that's been given to you, sweetheart, and find you again. Thank you for working with me. Right, Mandy Johnson. Mandy, you can see there's two horses. There's the big one and the small one. And it says, don't feel too small. Don't feel small compared to everything around you. Don't feel that life's problems are too big to cope, where you can't make decisions. In your heart, you're big and strong and important. So stop being small, grow big again. And as I'm talking to you, Mandy, I feel you're a bit uncertain about self. You need to find you again and show others that you are stronger. Persistence is the key. Show yourself that you are important and tell yourself that. Look into the mirror and say to yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, I am beautiful. I love who I am. And say, Mandy Johnson, I love you. You have to love yourself first. And once you've loved yourself, you won't feel as small. I have a gentleman here with you. This gentleman's about 5'8", 5'9". I feel he was in the Navy. I feel he was a strong-willed gentleman, could be stubborn as well. I know he loved nature and he loved to be outside and doing things with nature. He's showing me here being in a garden and tying up the roses and tying up everything he could so that garden was precise and it was pristine. He's saying that life is a journey. And once you can journey in this life, you can find who the true one is. I'm given Bob, Bill, and again, John. And also, I want to give you Nigel as well. So you must understand those names. There's a lady also that's in the garden with him. She's wearing an apron. She's hanging out washing on the line. I can see her pegs in her pocket. And as she's hanging out the washing, she's a lady that was very strong as well. She brings you pink roses from out of the garden. Pink roses mean to me mother love and family. She said, I've got to give you Doreen. I've also got to give you Betty. And I want to give you Jean. She said, I have to give you also a rhubarb crumble. So take that love that's been given to you, sweetheart. And can I say thank you for working for me, please? Cindy Woodhouse, please, Woodside. Right, Cindy, you've got the spotted horse look. And this is the Palmino. And it says unconditional love. No matter what, I'm here for you always. And this is what this horse is saying. I am your strength. I am your knowledge. I know that there was lots going on in your life. The horse is saying to you, stop struggling, find yourself, and show others that you're important. I know your strength comes from within, but you have to trust in your inner self to find you again. Cindy, the lady I have with you, was very, very much a lady that liked to do things her own way. She loved to knit and sew and crochet. She's showing me. I feel she tried to teach you. She's saying about love only comes in small packages. And she said she brings you that love. Sweetheart, she's talking to me about showing you that you are a beautiful person and within. I know as I'm talking to you, Cindy, this lady is very important in your life. Sweetheart, I'm given the name of Sheila. I'm given Andrea. And I've just been given also the name of Betty. I feel this lady absolutely loved you to bits. And she's saying about having knowledge, but she's saying as well about taking time for you. But she's saying you need courage, and that's what that courage is. But she's saying that she loved you to pieces. She brings you bluebells, and the bluebells mean to me healing. She's saying she was so much when you were born. She cuddled you and bonded with you straight away. She said, my Cindy Lou, and this is how she said it. There's also a gentleman here, father, grandfather, but he was a bit of a comedian. And I know there's a lot of love coming from this gentleman also. He's showing me his shed. And everything is precise. He's got labels on drawers, so he could just go in and take what he needed. He used to mend things. He's showing me an old clock on his bench, and he's trying to get it to work. So this is meaning time. It's like a clock that is showing you which way to go. He's saying here that every day is a new day. Every person you know is there for you. There is a way forward. You just have to find it. He's just giving me Yogi Bear. So you must have loved to watch cartoons with him. He's given me Tony. He's given me Alan. And he's just given me also the name of John. So just take the love that's been given to you with those lovely bluebells for your healing, and just watch where the next few weeks things will happen extraordinarily, and you'll know beyond a doubt that your spirit family are with you. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, everybody, I can't do any more. I'm under the weather myself, and I've done the best as I can. But everybody, come back and see me at 4 o'clock on Sunday, because that's when I'm back again. And I've quite enjoyed working with my own cards. So at the end of the day, all of you, if you could take a little bit of anybody else's message, take it. Because you know at the end of the day, it's all about loving yourself. Okay, so goodbye everyone for today. Until I meet you all again. Goodbye.